Hello everyone, LaChon here with Life Hypnosis. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys how to stop attracting narcissists. It's really interesting because when you have attracted one, it's very common that you attract many. They can kind of sniff out those that they can manipulate, and they can kind of sniff out. It's like they're a dog. I mean, they are dogs, but it's like they can sniff out, someone who they can manipulate, someone who they can abuse. So there are things that you can do that can help prevent you from attracting these types of people. So I have some notes in front of me. So the first one is know the signs. Know the signs of a narcissist. That is one of the big. There are two that I recommend that are the biggest ones, but one of them is know the signs. When you know the signs, you know not to fall for their charm. You know that when these certain things happen, you're dealing with the narcissist. And unless we know, it's so easy to fall for their antics and to fall for their charm and to fall into their trap. It is so easy, especially because they tailor it. They tailor their charm and their methods depending on whoever it is that they're dealing with. So they may appear one way to one person because they know that this person would feel more comfortable with that. Then they appear another way with another person because that person will feel more comfortable with that. So know the overall signs of narcissists, and then you won't fall for, again, their charm and the mask that they wear and how they come across. I also did a video about the signs of narcissism, how you know you're dealing with the narcissist. So go ahead and check that video out. So again, know the signs, know what you're dealing with, because if you don't, then you can absolutely fall prey to these predators. They come across so nice, so charming, and it's like they choose a certain type of person that they already did research on you. They already know that, yes, this is somebody that I can get. And then they sneak in for the kill, right? So know the signs of who narcissists are. And also what they'll end up doing is, they'll end up kind of playing on if you really like romance, if you're a love addict and things like that. So be very mindful of your mindset when it comes to love and romance. And I would suggest kind of shifting that, thinking of that fantasy person being out there, that one soulmate being out there, of love addiction, being just having a fantasy about love and romance and what that looks like. This is not Disney. We're not, in a Disney world. This is real life. This is the real world, and things don't happen that way. So know the signs. Again, check out that video if you are interested. When we first meet a narcissist, and I've heard this many, many times, and I've experienced this more than once. When it comes to narcissists, when we first meet them, we are often not attracted to them. We're often not attracted to them. However, all of a sudden it changes in some period of time, and then we are attracted to them. And that is because they have mirrored us. They mirror our facial expression. They mirror the way we talk, the way we smile. They mirror us to build rapport. So if you were not interested in this person, and all of a sudden you're interested in them and you don't know why, just be cautious of that. Be aware of that, because you may be dealing with a narcissist. Don't allow anybody to provide you with instant companionship. So narcissists love to give you instant companionship. It's like you just know this person, and all of a sudden they want to be all in your life. They want to talk to you all the time. They want to show up at your job. They want to show up at your house. They want to infiltrate your life. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy. And when you are building a healthy relationship, what happens is both people remain their independence, and you get to know each other over a period of time, but you don't just go full force into a connection where you're always together, where you're always talking, or even when you're sharing everything about yourself and you guys are talking about everything. But we'll get to that in just a moment. So don't allow anyone to offer you instant companionship. When that happens, you're likely dealing with a narcissist. So the second big tip, the first one will be know the signs. The second huge tip that I will give you to not attract narcissists is to love yourself first, know your worth, know who you are, raise your self-esteem. Again, love yourself first and put yourself first. Narcissists tend to go after empaths a lot. Empaths and narcissists are like, peanut butter and jelly, because the narcissist wants to the narcissist is like, give to me, give to me. So it is a codependent situation, but the empath is like, oh, let me give to you. And the narcissist is like, yes, give to me, let me take. So if you are constantly, if you're an empath, just be mindful that these people may be attracted to you. But also when you love yourself first and when you put yourself first, as opposed to someone else, they are likely to, go elsewhere and find another victim. So that's why it's so important to love yourself and also work on your self-esteem. Narcissists, they choose women who may consciously or unconsciously have a low self-esteem, because these are the women that they're more able to manipulate, and these are the women that they're more able to, flatter and go about, the situation in a way that they're like, oh my gosh, this makes me feel really good. So work on yourself. And what happens is you move out of vibrational alignment with those types of people. I don't attract narcissists like that anymore because I, of course, had to work on myself. So I did not attract that same type, because that's the only type that I attracted for a long time, until I worked on myself. So you move out of vibrational alignment with those types of people and you just elevate. And it's all about vibration. So if you are vibrating on a lower level, or a level of low self-esteem, or a level of, needing somebody to make you whole or anything like that, they're going to pick up on that, and you're going to be attracted to them as well, because again, it's a vibrational match. So as long as you work on yourself, elevate yourself, love yourself, keep your independence in the beginning of a relationship. Don't just allow that person to come in and infiltrate your life right away and build that soulmate connection, or that's a false soulmate connection, and let them promise you all these things. As long as you respect yourself first and put yourself first, they are going to find the next victim who doesn't do that. Work on your posture. Do you slouch, or do you stand up straight with confidence? So a narcissist can look at your posture. They can see somebody who they can manipulate from afar. They just look at your posture, and if your posture shows a low self-esteem, or if your posture, just is not a posture that is that of somebody who's confident, they will pick up on that, and then they will already know, okay, I can get this person. So one way, again, to stop attracting narcissists is to stand up straight with your head, high, and not slouch, and just, again, work on your posture. Be very mindful of apps like Tinder, even dating sites like Match.com. So the interesting thing is Tinder, Match, a lot of different sites. These sites are like playgrounds for narcissists. So, it's like on Tinder, what they'll just do is they have the phone and they're like, oh, yes. And they'll go for whichever one, contacts them, and they pick that person out like, okay, yes, they seem like a good fit for my agenda. And then they begin their agenda. So just be wary, be extremely cautious. Like I don't use those websites. I mean, I'm with someone, but I don't suggest them. I mean, of course, people do find love in relationships, and they may meet somebody from those types of apps, those types of websites. But again, those types of websites and apps are playgrounds for them, because they have an infinite amount of women. So they can be manipulating you, manipulating her, and manipulating him. It's like there's so many people on there, and they don't discriminate. As long as you appear to be someone who they can use as narcissistic supply, they will do that. So be very aware and be very cautious when using dating sites and dating apps. Be very mindful about sharing too much of yourself too soon. If somebody wants to ask everything about you very soon, like very early in the connection, then they may be using that, or they may be actually, because narcissists have very good memories, and you tell them something and you may not even be thinking about it, but they'll catalog that in their memories. It's like they have this infinite, expanded memory that they use to remember your fears, remember your happiness, remember your doubts, remember what you like, what you don't like. And a lot of the time they will ask you all these things so they can use them at another time to manipulate you or to hurt you or to, manipulate you. So I would suggest not sharing everything about yourself too soon with someone, because that's what they want you to do. And really, when you are in a healthy relationship, you don't just tell that person everything about you, your insecurities, all these things. You don't just tell the person everything about yourself. You allow it to come out in the right time. After rapport has been built, after trust has been built, after you can trust them, after you've watched their behavior over a period of time and they have shown you that they are who they say they are and that you can trust them. And then you reveal the information as you go along. You may not reveal everything right away. I wouldn't suggest that, but you reveal things as you go along. And in contrast, if somebody wants to know everything about you right away, it's because they're cataloging it to use it against you later. Pay attention to their words. Pay close attention to their words, because they often give it away one way or another. I remember there was someone who I had a conversation with, and this person was like, oh, I'm such a good person. I'm such a great person, and I do this and I do that. And first off, that's something that narcissists do. They like to boost themselves up and exaggerate themselves, and they like to brag about themselves. If you're such a good person, you don't have to tell me, just show it. You don't have to tell me that. So this person was talking about how they're such a good person, and he says, not in a narcissistic way. And I'm like, well, red flag, red flag. Yes, this person is a narcissist. So you can often hear it, or if you catch little discrepancies in what they say. For example, one person told me, he said, oh, I'm going to massage school. And then a little while later, he's like, oh, no, I didn't say that. I said that I'm studying massage. So there's discrepancies in what they say, even in what they say and what they do. They may promise you something, or they may say that they love you and they care about you, but then they abuse you. They may say that they love you, but then they disappear because they're snatching you off the pedestal and they're trying to trigger your fear of abandonment. So pay attention to their words, and especially their words versus their actions. Okay, so these are the ways that you can avoid attracting and dating narcissists. If this is helpful in some way, if you like this video, thumbs up to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.